Hello, today we're going to be looking at the ellipse locus. Here we can see we have an oval shape. In mathematics we call this an ellipse. And you can see this little condition thing that I wrote up here. The distance from P to A plus the distance from P to B is equal to a constant, where A is this number here and B is the negative of that number, and it's on the x-axis constantly. So this a value I've set to 4, and I've let the constant equal 10, and it's given me this shape here. Now all the magic stuff is in this folder here that you can go take a look at yourself, but really I want to demonstrate the main concept. I can change this a value with these red points, and I can put them together and we get a circle. It's very interesting. And I can bring it back and say that, yeah, it's 4. And I can grab these green points and I can change the C. That's also very interesting. So just like in all of the other videos, you will have a link to this Desmos graph, so you can actually play around with it yourself. But for now, let's just get started. Let's now just restate what we said. So PA plus PB is going to equal a constant. I'm going to let that constant be 10. I'm going to say coordinate A is going to be 4 comma nothing, and B is going to be negative 4 comma nothing. Now when I go to do the actual working out, I'm going to flip these. So I'm now going to have PB plus PA equals 10. Nothing has really changed. I've just swapped them around. This is going to be reasonably messy compared to the others, but should be able to do it. So we're going to have x plus 4 squared plus, and now we're going to have y minus 0 squared, which is the same as just saying y squared. I'm now going to add the square root of x minus 4 squared, and again it's going to be y minus 0 squared, which is just y squared, and this is going to equal 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this first term and I'm going to put it over here. So what we'll have is x plus 4 squared plus y squared is going to equal 10 minus the square root of x minus 4 squared plus y squared. I'm now going to square both sides. Now, this side is easy enough. It's going to be x plus 4 squared plus y squared. But on this side, it's going to follow a perfect square rule. So it's a plus b squared is going to become a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. With that in mind, 10 squared is going to be 100. Going to have to times these two together, so it's going to become negative 10 lots of root blah, and then double it so it's going to become negative 20 times root x minus 4 squared plus y squared. And now we'll just have to add our last term, which is the square of the root, which will become x minus 4 squared plus y squared. So we have some cancelling, so y squared and y squared. I'm now going to expand these two brackets here, so we'll get x squared plus 8x plus 16 100 minus 20 root x minus 4 squared plus y squared plus x squared minus 8x plus 16. Again, I'm applying this rule here, perfect squares. We now have more cancelling. These x squareds cancel, these 16s cancel, and we can move on from there. So I'm now going to move this root onto the other side, and then I'm going to grab this 8x and move it to the other side. So what we'll get is 20 root x minus 4 squared plus y squared equals 100 minus 16x. I'm now going to square both sides again to get rid of this root. So we'll get 400 lots of x minus 4 squared plus y squared equals, and now I'm going to have to use the perfect square thing again. So 100 squared is going to be 10,000 times these two together is going to be minus, and then double it, it's going to be 3,200x, and then square 16x is going to become 6x squared. I'm now going to expand this here using perfect square thing again. So we get 400 lots of x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus y squared, which equals 10,032. I'm now going to expand 400 into here. Get 400x squared minus 3,200x plus 60,000 plus 400 squared, which equals 10,000 minus 32. Again, we have some cancelling. This 3,200x goes away. Now, because I've run out of space, I'm going to get rid of the working out that I've put so far, rewrite this last line. Okay, so moving on, I'm now going to collect like terms. I'm going to subtract this over here, and I'm going to subtract this, so it's over there. So we'll get 144x squared plus 400y squared, which equals 1,600. I'm now going to divide both sides by 3,600. So we get 144x squared plus 100y squared cancel this down to x squared over 25 plus y squared over 9, which equals 1. And we are done. We have gotten it into the form that I wanted. So what we have done is that we have put it into the ellipse equation. So x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. This will give you an ellipse with a units. Here's my ellipse. It's going to be a units that way and b units that way. That's what this will form, and you can experiment with this in the Desmos graph linked down below. But that is all the time that I have for today on Locus. In the next video, we'll be looking at ellipses again, but in a slightly different way. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or contact me on social media, and I will see you in the next video.